Our Honorable Minister is a multifaceted personality and a dynamic visionary, full of enthusiasm and passion for driving education and related activities.
They just went forward, took all the responsibility to implement the national education policy. They come all the way from different parts of the country, different parts of the state, to be part of this program, to reciprocate and as well as welcome all of you and to collaborate and to partnership with all the universities from the United Kingdom. Looking forward for a better collaboration. So I acknowledge their presence for taking out time and coming for this program, and we need to take all this very seriously and we need to take forward. I acknowledge all of your presence here, and from our university, all the vice chancellors are here, and all other dignitaries who have assembled here for this program. Dear respected dignitaries, state of Karnataka has evolved over the time post-independence. The state of Karnataka was not much known, or the city of Bangalore was not much known. It has evolved post-independence in a very big way. From a science city to information technology, from information technology to biotechnology to nanotechnology, aerospace, space, precision, manufacturing, in all segments, electronics, all possible areas, the state of Karnataka has evolved and emerged as an intellectual capital of the country. And it has been powering the entire growth of the country in a very big way. In the terms of innovation, technology, it has become a culture. It has become a culture in the state of Karnataka to innovate, and we have been rapidly catching up with the changes. It's been happening in a very rapid pace. Probably the kind of speed the changes what is happening in the state of Karnataka is unimaginable. It is the kind of changes happening from the last man in the society, from the first man to last man. That is the kind of adoption of the technology has been happening in a very rapid pace. So people look up for a better future through a right learning system and innovation and knowledge. So probably in this direction, the state of Karnataka has been a pioneer in many decades. The privatization was initiated in the state of Karnataka. This was the first state to initiate the privatization. Probably in this direction, we have been further adding and strengthening the entire education system, either in the government and funded education or the private. This direction, this program converges and synergy with regard to these aspects. It is emphasizing, re-emphasizing, and emphasizing in this direction. So on this occasion, we have our chairman for the National Education Policy Steering Committee. Just now he has addressed all of you, and he has inaugurated this program. Our Honorable Padma Vibhushana, Dr. K. Kasturirangan, was based in Bangalore. The entire majority of the committee members were from Karnataka and from Bangalore. So really happy. And we have our director for Universities of United Kingdom International, Bivina Stern. We acknowledge your presence. And Barbara, Country Director, British Council, our British Deputy High Commissioner, Karnataka, Anna Shortbolt, our Principal Secretary for Higher Education, Srimati Veer Rashmi Mahesh, Professor Timmegoda, Vice Chairman for the Higher Education Council, and Janaka Pushpanathan. Always she's been working on behalf of the British Council. Consistently she's been in touch with our Higher Education Council and other universities and the government. I acknowledge our presence, and more so the delegation, the vice chancellors who have come from the United Kingdom. We wholeheartedly welcome. We respect all of your presence for coming forward to visit our country and especially state of Karnataka. We wholeheartedly welcome and how to collaborate. On this occasion of strengthening the relationship between United Kingdom and Karnataka in the areas of education. Once again, on the behalf of the government of Karnataka, I welcome all the delegation members to state of Karnataka and particularly for this program. In the implementation of the national education policy, they took the responsibility within a short time, though in the very challenging time of the COVID, they didn't look back. They just went forward, took all the responsibility to implement the national education. So we are not trying to run the universities only on the student fees. We're trying to mobilize alumni funds, just like in the similarly Western model, getting the entire community, entire industry, alumni, everybody, government, everybody should be part of this process. Even government, we want to liberally contribute for the education, and the entire society needs to see their future through education. Now, at present, we have a 32% gross enrollment ratio, which we want to increase to minimum of 50%. Minimum of 50% should be our gross enrollment ratio. We've been working in this direction backwards. Even in the school education, we are trying to bring in very good reforms. It will be a very promising state, and it's a very good potential area for the education to be promoted, because in our country, the entire talent from across the country, they've been converging towards Karnataka, Bangalore and Karnataka. If you look at the salary of the industry now, it is almost as good as United Kingdom salary in the software, in the startup, startware, technology. It is as good as now the salaries what is being paid in United Kingdom or the US. You'll be surprised, especially in the state of Karnataka and Bangalore. You can't see similarly in Delhi or Mumbai. That is a kind of promise they are willing to pay any kind of money for the talent. So it's a very good potential area, and now we are trying to completely bring the entire industry into education system. We are removing all the obstacles, whatever it might be the obstacles. We are completely removing all the obstacles to bring the industry closer. And they will be part and parcel in all the governance, just like we'll be having the board of governors. All the industry will be part of the education system. We are not trying to hold. We are trying to facilitate and enable the entire education system to be completely free and freedom to celebrate education, to celebrate knowledge, and to enable. So why I'm making this statement is this is a way forward. We are here to be completely integrated and adapted the entire globalization process in our country. As already our chairman was made a statement, we want each and every our student or the citizen to be a global citizen, rooted with Indian culture. We want them to be the best of the best citizens with good ethics and morals, good character. We want to live as a global citizen and without any boundaries. Wherever we work, wherever we serve, we want to give our best. We want to prove we are the best, and we want to serve and get a very good recognition in the terms of our commitment and work ethics. So probably in this direction, we are emphasizing more and more on a character building. Higher education, more than a knowledge, we are emphasizing more on ethics, morals, character building. That's a very important aspect. To have very good call tolerance, very good personality, and concern for the entire globe. We can't live in isolation. We don't want to live in isolation. Today's artificial intelligence, machine learning, or the technology is removing all the boundaries. There's no boundaries. Even if you want to have a boundary, you can't have a boundary. Talent will take away all these boundaries. It is only a connect with each other. So, fully understanding these challenges, how to move forward, we are working in this direction. And in the state of Karnataka, we are coming out with all the reforms to enable and empower all the universities to have all the freedom to enable them to facilitate to grow to any heights. They will be enabled and given all the powers to collaborate, to partner with any institution, to design the programs, to run the programs, recruitment and development of their universities. That is a kind of decentralization is a part of the national education policy. It is not we are trying to hold on, we are trying to let it go free. Each and every institution, irrespective of the geography, we want that quality of education to be available across the state of Karnataka. Doesn't mean people live in Bangalore need to get a good education. Somebody in the Raichur should get something compromised education. We are not in that mind. We are not in that mood or mindset. We want each and every person, irrespective of the geography, to get the best of the education. In this direction, we are enabling and getting the entire industry. We have been creating the space and having that kind of unbiased approach to ensure that all sections of society get an opportunity to, to learn, to pursue their education. A equal opportunity, equitable and inclusive society has been created here. That is the strength, and we need to enable every man in the society to come to make his dream to come true or to realize his dream. That is a responsibility on the system to enable. It doesn't matter is a poor or rich. Each and every person in the state of Karnataka or in our country, they get an opportunity, whether they have money or not. But they will be given an opportunity. There is no short of opportunity. Only thing is they have to come forward to pursue the education. Nobody has been denied an opportunity just because it doesn't have money. That is not the situation in the state of Karnataka. Any person can get into any stream. There is a vast opportunity. In this direction, what we are looking for now is improvising and to be the best in the world in the terms of quality of education. In the entire learning, teaching and learning process, we want to be the best and we need to adapt the best process. That is the way forward. We don't have any other alternative. We need to be, because our assets and our resource is human resource. So we are emphasizing in a very big way with regard to the development of the human resource. For that matter, we have come out with a lot of reforms. Whatever has been advocated by the government of India, we were the first people to adapt the policy in a right spirit and enabling the entire process to be implemented very effectively. Probably in this direction, we have made use of the technology. Whatever was seen in the World Education, Education Forum has facilitated many good things. Many of our we have visited in the previous World Education simplification and connecting with all the stakeholders. Probably in this direction, our Commissioner for Collegiate Education and Technical Education, he was been to in the previous World Education to ensure whatever the best practices in the world we want to adapt. There is no question of looking back. In the process of moving forward without any boundaries, we are here to be completely integrated and adapted the entire globalization process in our country. As already our chairman was made a statement.